Hey guys, welcome to today's level 2 HIIT workout using weights. We are going to be going through a full body workout today, 8 different exercises broken down into 2 halves. We're going to do 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest, and you are going to need your dumbbells and your mat. It's going to get pretty sweaty in here, so you might want to crack the window and get your water bottle ready. I'm pretty excited to do this one with you today. Let's get started with a bit of a warm-up. All right, here we go, round 1. First up, we are getting started with a hammer curl punch up, working our biceps and the front of our deltoids. This is a good one. Next up is a lunge to a kickback. We're going to stay on the same leg for half of the exercise and switch at 20 seconds. All right, try to keep your weight in your front heel for this move. You should feel a light pull in the back of your hamstring of the front leg. All right, switching sides. Next up, we've got a plank dumbbell transfer, working our core. We're going to keep our belly button drawn up and in for this movement and our hips nice and still. right, a little bit of cardio coming at you. We're doing a mat squat shuffle. So I want to keep my weight in my heels, my chest up tall. Man, I say that a lot. And we're going to do as quick of a movement as we can. All right, just about done. Last few seconds. Breathing through it. Nicely done. You are all done your first round. We're going into round 2. Remember to keep your core held nice and tight for this one because we are lifting those weights up so far away from the body. We don't want to strain our lower back. We're working our entire posterior chain with this move here. You're squeezing your glute at the top of the movement and working your lower back as well. All right, switching sides. If doing this move from up on your toes is a little bit too challenging, you can definitely bring it down to your knees and modify. Just make sure you keep your hips down nice and low. So you guys will notice that I'm using the center of my mat as a guide, and I'm basically just switching which foot is in the center at all times. amazing job. And just like that, you are into round 3. Let's line up our breathing for this move to make it more effective. We're going to breathe out as we press up and in as the weights come down. You might find that your balance is a little bit off, more so on one side than the other. It's all good. That's why we're doing these unilateral moves, to work on our balance. All right, switching sides. Let's focus on keeping those hips as still as we can while doing that transfer. Your modification for this move is going to be to not come down as deep and not actually touch the floor. Wherever you're at is great. Just keep moving. Awesome job. Look at you halfway through your workout. We're starting on our second half here. We've got a new set of 4, starting with a hip bridge chest press. We're going to draw our hips up, squeeze our glutes, and we're going to breathe out as we press up with those weights. Next up, push up to tricep extension. I'm modifying this one from my knees. If you're feeling strong, you can definitely do this one from up on your toes. Big breath out as you come up. Last 3, 2, 1. Yes, nicely done. A little bit of cardio coming at you with your fast squat and press. Keeping our weight in our heels, we're going to come down nice and low, big explosive press at the top. Last few seconds. All right, deadlift to bent over row. So we're working our entire backside here, keeping those weights nice and close to your body as you bend down and hinging from your hips. Make sure you've got a little bit of a bend in your knees for this one. You never want to lock your knees out. Great job. Look at you already into round 2. 1 down, 2 to go. Make sure you're checking in to see where your hips are at and you haven't dropped down. Drive those hips up to the ceiling, squeeze those glutes tight. We want a nice full range of motion for this push-up, so make sure you're coming all the way down, chest just about to the floor every time. So if you're finding this move to be a little bit too intense, you can bring that intensity level down by eliminating the hop and slowing it down. Another way that we can modify this movement is to not come down quite as deep into the squat and make it more of a pulse and press. You guys are doing great. Don't forget to squeeze your glutes at the top of this movement and keep your elbows in nice and close to your sides. Awesome. This is our last round of this workout. You are so close to being done. This is your opportunity to go a little bit heavier with your weights if you have them. Big breath out and big squeeze for the chest as you come up. This is an amazing core exercise, so you want to make sure that you're really holding your hips still as you draw the weight back and press it out. So your breathing is really going to help with this move. Big breath out as you press up and in on the way down. This is also a great move if you want to up your weights. You can go a little bit heavier here and take that opportunity to build some strength. Complete. What a great feeling. You guys did so awesome. Let's get going with a bit of a cool down. Oh my goodness, are you as sweaty as I am? There's my tomato face. Nicely done. Let's take some nice deep breaths. We're going to start off by stretching out our inner thighs. So just a little lean to the side, and you can take that stretch as deep as you like, coming right down to the floor if it feels good. We're going to switch sides. Keep your weight in your heels. Okay, just hanging, allowing your arms to feel heavy, sweeping back and forth, rounding out the spine. It's a nice stretch for the hamstrings as well. Let's go into a nice hip flexor stretch. We're going to keep one knee down on our mat and just slightly lean forward. If you want to make this stretch a little bit more intense, you're going to add an overhead reach, and that's going to help activate your obliques. Switching sides. Okay, let's stretch out those abs. Come on down into a cobra stretch. We're going to press up and keep our eyes up on the ceiling. You're going to feel a nice stretch along the front of the neck and chest as well. We're going to sit right back into a child's pose now. I want you to just relax, sit right back down on your heels, and take some nice, big, deep breaths. So we're going to find a wall or a door frame, and we're going to turn away from that wall, stretching out our chest. And other side. So using the same wall, we're just going to go into a glute stretch. It's called the figure 4 stretch. So I'm going to cross one ankle over my knee and have a seat. You can also do this one on your mat. And switching sides. So I'm going through my stretches a little bit quick. You guys want to make sure that you're holding them for at least 20 seconds. So you can always hold them for a bit longer once we're done if it feels good. Let's let go of any tension we may have held in our neck, in our traps. We're going to reach those fingertips down to the floor and drop an ear to your shoulder. Big breath out, dropping your ear to your shoulder on the other side. last but not least, let's stretch out our triceps. If you're not quite able to connect your hands behind your back, you can always use a band or a towel to help you to bridge the gap. Other side. Oh my goodness, feels good to be done, guys. Such a great job today. I'm so glad that you could join me. Thanks for, pat on the back for you and for me. And look how strong we are now. Take care, guys. If you like this workout, please subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future workouts. And most importantly, stay excellent.